Unfortunately, we're seeing growth being quite slow in 2019, just about 0.7% real GDP growth. So I wish there was better news, but all the indications suggest it's going to be a slow year for Alberta's economy.
It's not just this Alberta weather that's gloomy. From slow job growth, weak retail sales, and continuing pipeline challenges, this report from ATB says Alberta's 2019 economic outlook is looking pretty dim too. ATB is cutting its growth forecast in half from where it was just a couple months ago. The national economy is struggling, and rocky international relations like what's happening with China aren't helping.
The Canadian economy as well, likely going into a slower growth phase in 2019. But Alberta, much slower growth than nationally because we've really come up against this pipeline capacity issue where we just don't have enough room to move any more oil to market. And so the oil patch isn't able to expand, and that's keeping a lid on economic growth here in the province in ways that aren't as bad for the country as a whole.
Although oil prices are better than they were in the fall, the province's oil and gas sector isn't performing well enough to show economic growth. And a big part of that challenge is because the delays around the pipeline.
I don't think you'd have to go very far to find an Albertan who isn't in some way affected by the oil and gas sector. And so I think there's a fair bit of, or a lot of awareness that until we get this pipeline problem solved, the challenges are not going to go away.
But Alberta does have a new government, and some people are saying they're cautiously optimistic it will make a difference.
It's going to be more business focused. We're going to spend money in the right way. Bring priority to our issues with Ottawa and BC. I think we're on track.
You know what, honestly, I don't know. Every year they say it's going to improve, and it doesn't happen. So I'm hoping that this government will actually change that.
Although ATB is forecasting struggles in retail sales, job growth, and global growth, there are areas that may perform well, like agriculture and agri-foods. The Chinese import ban is hampering and will continue to hamper canola growers, but cannabis and other crops may have some positive outcomes. In Calgary, Kristen Fong, City News.